Hello artists and welcome back to Create with Miss K. We last left off reading What Do You Do with an Idea by Kobi Yamada. And if you take a glance into the book, you'll see that our egg or idea is actually wearing a crown. That's where I got the idea to create our idea crowns. So, we're going to be doing a quick demonstration on how to make your very own idea crowns at home. So, first of all, the supplies that you'll need are pretty simple. A paper plate, you'll need a pencil, you will need a pair of scissors, and then, most importantly, you'll need some colors to design your plate. So, you could use colored pencil, you could use marker, you could use crayon. Anything you have at home to add color will work perfectly. So your very first step is to take your plate and you want to grab your pencil and you just want to make a mark somewhere around the center of your plate. So somewhere in the middle. After you make your mark in the middle, you're going to create a plus sign. This is kind of how we start our snowflakes and our fireworks. So you're going to make one straight line going up and down. And then to create your plus sign, you're going to make another straight line going side to side. And then you will see a plus sign just like you would see when you're doing addition in math. After I make my plus sign, I'm going to add an X. So to make my X, I'm going to add a diagonal line going through my plus sign. It doesn't need to be perfect. And then I'm going to make another diagonal line on the opposite side to create my X. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 triangles to make up my crown. Now this is the part that I love, getting to add my color. So I'm going to think for a minute about the color that I want to choose for my crown. And I think I'm going to go with blue. And for my design, I have a lot of options. Here are some examples of some other crowns that I've started. So you can go with a straight line. You can use concentric circles, meaning a circle going around a circle, going around a circle, going around a circle. You can use polka dots. I even designed a crown that looks like a pizza pie, so get creative with it. It's really helpful, actually, if you think about your line family. Aunt Dotted, Grammy Broken, Baby Zigzag, Pet Swirl. I think I'm going to go with Pet Swirl. So I've got my blue marker, I snap my cap on the back, and I'm going to start in the middle with my dot. To make a swirl, you start in the middle, go around bigger, around bigger, around bigger. Make sure those lines do not touch each other. Around bigger until you are happy with how your swirl looks. I'm going to snap the cap back on, listen for that click, and I'm going to pick a new color. Let's see, maybe I'll switch to crayon now. And I might add some dotted, so I'm adding some dotted lines going around my pet swirl line. The most important thing is to make sure that you are just adding as much color as possible. And I happen to think the more color you add, the more inspiration you'll add to your idea. I'm going to switch up my color again, make sure I have plenty of a variety. I'm going to design the edges of my plate now. So you want to make sure that you go all the way up to the end of your plate. And I'm just going to design all the way up to the edge with some red. And you know what? I'm also thinking it's a sunny day outside. So I might add some yellow to add a little brightness and shine to my artwork. I'm taking my time, doing what makes me feel happy. I might add some Grammy broken lines, but it's really your choice. Remember, this is your artwork, so it's up to you how you want to design it. Okay, once I feel happy with my design, I'm going to take my scissors. When you pick up your scissors, you want to hold them by the silver end, all right? I'm going to give you guys a little video on scissor safety. So right before you start to cut your plate, I want you guys to make sure that you look back on our scissor safety tutorial. Okay, so the next step after your design is you're going to poke a hole right at where you put that dot in the center of your plate. Gently take my time, and I poked a hole right there in the middle. Now, I'm going to put my thumb in the small hole, pointer, middle, ring in the long hole, thumb up to the sky where the birds are chirping, chirp, chirp, chirp. And I'm going to get ready to cut the lines that I marked up with my pencil. So, very gentle. You want to make sure that when you're cutting your plate that you do not cut past the edge of your plate. You want to make sure you stop, because if you go past the edge of your plate, you're going to cut off part of your artwork. So I'm taking my time. I make sure that my fingers are away from the blade or the pointy part of my scissors. I'm listening for the birds chirping. And I'm feeling really, really happy about my crown right now. All right. So now you can see I have my triangles cut, and I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Now, your next step is going to be to pop out the triangles. And what I mean by that is you're going to stick them up, and you're going to see that there's a little bendy part. You want to actually try to straighten up and straighten out that bendy part so that your crown sticks up with these awesome points. So I'll just flip those in reverse, going all the way around using my thumbs to push in the bottom of the plate. And once I go all the way around, ta-da! I have a really cool new crown, an idea crown to be exact.